I'm proud to be here this morning to represent the Ontario Association of Chiefs of Police Crime Prevention Committee, of which I'm the chair, and I'm especially pleased to be accompanied by our president, Chief Matt Tregian. I'm also delighted to be joined by our many corporate, government, and community partners who have helped make this crime prevention campaign possible. I'd also like to acknowledge and welcome Detective Brad Murray of the Halton Regional Police Service and Staff Inspector Bryce Evans of the Toronto Police Service, who have joined us here today in the audience. These two gentlemen are just two of the police personnel in Ontario who work tirelessly in the area of fraud and cyber crimes, and we are honored to have them join us. The focus of our campaign this year is electronically based crimes, or what many call cyber crimes. Technology has become a way of life for many, and with it comes the risk of becoming a victim of cybercrime. But there is much that can be done to prevent these crimes, which is why we are here today. There are more than 1.7 billion people using the internet in one way or another. That opens up tremendous opportunities for people to share information and to stay connected. But it also opens up opportunities for criminals who will use this tool to achieve their criminal gains. Stealing personal information such as credit card or debit card numbers, login passwords, or unleashing malicious software designed to infiltrate and damage personal, government, and corporate systems are fairly new realities that we as law enforcement professionals must face each and every day. All of you here have probably received email from some unknown prince who needs help in retrieving their funds from an offshore account somewhere in the world, or from an alleged financial institution warning you that your banking information has been compromised and all you need to provide them with is your personal information so that they can assist you. These and other types of scams are criminal activities. The best way to protect yourself is knowing what to look for and to take steps to protect yourself and your online information. While police organizations throughout the province continue to commit tremendous resources to fighting cybercrime, we know that law enforcement is just part of the solution. Crime prevention is critical, not only to maximizing the effectiveness of these police resources, but also to empower citizens to protect themselves from being a victim in the first place. That's why the OACP's new booklet, entitled Cybercrime, Victims Without Borders, is being made available to Ontarians through their local police services, online through the OACP website, and on the websites of our provincial, municipal, and First Nations police services, as well as the RCMP. Just before I go to our final speaker, I'd just like to thank members of the OACP for putting this together today. A lot of staff work went in behind creating the booklet that I know copies will be provided to everybody attending and will be shared throughout the province. So thank you to the staff for doing that for us. And finally, I'd like to call upon Chief Matt Tregian of the Waterloo Regional Police Service and current president of the OACP to say a few words.
Get Gina to come and lower the mic for me. Thanks. Well, thank you, Andrew, and it really is a pleasure to be here this morning to support the launch of this very important crime prevention campaign. And please allow me to take this moment as well on behalf of the Ontario Association of Chiefs of Police to thank you for your leadership on the Crime Prevention Committee. And as we know today and in the days ahead, and with the booklet that you produced as well, the fruits of your labor and those on your committee will be borne out as we celebrate and launch this important crime prevention campaign. And importantly, the OACP, as the voice of police leaders in Ontario, we support our police services in their crime prevention efforts as well. For us in policing, crime prevention is not a nice to have. In fact, it is fundamentally what separates policing in Ontario from policing that we see in other parts of the world. The Ontario Police Services Act lists 5 core functions for policing, and the number 1 listed core function is crime prevention. And so therefore, it is a commitment that we make to our communities to work together, not only to respond to crimes, but in fact, prevent crimes from happening before they begin. So as you've heard, Deputy Chief Fletcher has outlined the importance of combating cybercrime. And let me add that we need partners like the ones who we have heard from today in supporting this campaign so that we can be effective in our crime prevention initiatives. As police officers, we need crime prevention tools to help prevent the very types of crimes that we've heard about. And that's why, to no surprise, Ontario's police leaders, to a person, support Bill C-30, the federal government's proposed lawful access legislation. New communication technologies are allowing old crimes to be committed in new ways. These technologies are also fostering the development of new crimes. Without modernization, the current legislative framework severely challenges police investigations and, in doing so, can compromise public safety. Police across Ontario support legislative change that provides law enforcement with the appropriate legislation and modern tools to prevent and fight crime while keeping us all accountable for its use. And we also agree that it is important to balance these needs while ensuring the privacy for all Canadians. In our view, the intent of Bill C-30 is not the violation of the rights of Canadians. The current legislation was drafted in the mid-1970s, over a generation ago, during the times of rotary phones, and uses language such as telegrams and cablegrams. As Ontario police leaders, our message is simple. We will use the tools given to us by elected officials and lawmakers for two purposes: to prevent crime and to respond to criminal activities. So let me end by, again, thanking the sponsors that are here today and helping us launch this year's OACP's crime prevention campaign. Simply, we cannot do our jobs without your support and the support of our communities and community partners in government and corporate citizens alike. But we also need the media. So we thank you for not only moving and assisting us in getting this message out, but also your important role in communicating the facts and allowing us all as Canadians to foster a public dialogue on issues that are of vital importance to each and every one of us. Thank you.